You're welcome to this call tonight. Let's just take another 2 minutes to share this with others so they can get to join us right on time. Okay, so just go ahead and hit the like button, share this briefly within the next 2 minutes, and then we'll proceed to the lesson for tonight. Right? So just go ahead right now, go ahead, share that. And if you can hear me, you can just go ahead and type that right at the comment section below. Okay, you're welcome. And I appreciate everyone for joining this call tonight. Right, just give this a thumbs up and also share this with others. Okay. All right. Good evening. Good evening, Dairo. You're welcome. Good evening, Mubarak, Aziz, and Suleiman. You're welcome. So one more minute to go, and then we'll proceed with this tonight. You're welcome, guys. All right. So without wasting any much of our time, the title for tonight and the essence of this is actually a very brief one, and it's going to be very brief, between 5 to maximum 15 minutes. But in case you have any question, just type that right now, and you can just copy that so that once it's time to ask question, you just paste that right at the comment section below, because someone was asking that we don't give enough time to ask or to type the question. So you can just go ahead and type your question right now, copy it, and keep it somewhere. So once I'm rounding off, just go ahead and drop that right at the comment section below. So once again, you are all welcome. And if you can hear me, just type yes right at the comment section below. If I'm audible enough, if you can hear me clearly, go ahead and type yes, 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 and yes, right? Go ahead and let's see so we can proceed further. Okay, right, great. Thanks for the feedback. So I'm gonna go straight and launch my um what was the name of this app called? MetaTrader 5. You can actually make use of any either MT4 or MT5, anyone you want to use. Is actually cool, but our target is on MetaTrader 5. And what we are looking at tonight is on how to manipulate trades, how to manipulate your trade, and also how you can be able to reduce your lot size even while allowing the trade to run. For example, if you look at this particular token, for instance, this one is just an example, and probably we can just use two or three of them as the example or for the example. Now, for Crash 300, for instance, if I'm opening a trade for this, I'm clicking on chart. This one is strictly for those who have an understanding of trading. So in case you don't have any understanding of trading, you need to wait for our next week section, which is going to be coming up. I think that should be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Right. So that's what we're going to be looking at, how to trade and some of those other stuffs. The main purpose of this is just to understand how to manipulate trades. So in case you're coming in, you haven't even been trading for us, you don't even have much understanding, can only just watch these for the sake of gaining understanding that you will be needing much later by the time you get the understanding of what the forex market entails and so on, right? If you notice, by default, the minimum lot size you can use for Crash 300 is actually zero point 0.5 lot size. Now, the question is, can you manipulate, for instance, if I open a trade right now and assuming I'm buying, just click on buy and then I'm clicking on buy. If you notice, this is actually on zero point 0.5. Can I manipulate this trade into trading into probably like 0.05 or 0.01? Yes, it is possible. Now, why do you need to even manipulate your trade? The major essence of manipulating trade is so that, because when you're using a particular lot size, your lot size determines both your profit and also the losses you make, right? So now, in this case, if the market is in my favor, I'm making more. But what if I've gotten to a particular extent and I don't want to take much risk, and I also want to take some profit out of what I have actually made or gotten from the market? What exactly am I expected to do? What I'm expected to do is simple: manipulate my trade, take some profit. That's what we call partial close. You partial close it, and you allow the remaining little lot size to continue in case you want to go for either intra trade, or you want to do probably leave the trade running for a day or two. So it helps minimize your risk. Okay, so that's one of the major reasons why you need to understand how to manipulate trades, because we spoke about risk management, which is very important. Without proper risk management, you'll just keep blowing off your account every now and then. So for this crash, 300 right now, I can't actually manipulate this because this is the minimum lot size for trading crash 300. So the only thing I can do in this case is I will have to allow this to actually return back into blue. That's just a little profit and close it. You can also try it. In case you want to try, just drag to the left. That is, you click just as usual, because I assume that everybody watching tonight already know how to open a trade and close. Just do as though you want to close the trade. Click right on the trade and hold. You can see where you have close position. And if you look right here as well, that is, if you slide this to the left, you can also see this mark. And that mark also shows, so also means close position. So you can use any one of them. And in this case, you want to manipulate your trade. All you need to do is this: what exactly is the lot size you want to use at the end of the day? If I want to manipulate this into probably 0.01, for instance, just launch your calculator. Okay. And in your calculator, the lot size you open right in the market was 0.5 minus 0.01. So what this simply means is that I'm going to be partial closing using this 0.49 right now. So I'm going to come right here and change this to 0.49. And then you look down right here and click on close. And you can see something. It actually closed everything. Now, why did they have to close everything? If you remember what I said earlier, opening a trade with a minimum lot size available for that particular pair can't actually allow you to partial close or to manipulate your trade and still allow the trade to keep running. So what do you do in this case? You're going to be opening, for instance, this minimum lot size is 0.5. Now, what exactly is a lot size that you want to eventually use? Probably by the time you've gotten probably like $2-3 profit, what lot size do you want to reduce or manipulate your trade into? If you're manipulating your trade into probably using 0.01, what you're going to do is this: add 0.01 to the minimum lot size for this particular pair. The minimum lot size right here using crash 300 is 0.5. So 0.5 plus 0.01. So 0.5 plus 0.01. There are other ways you can do it, but this is actually the easiest way. Okay. So which means my initial trade that I'm going to be opening must start from 0.51. So I'm going to come right here, and whether you're buying or selling, anyone you want to do, click Since I'm buying, I'm just clicking on buy. And what am I supposed to open with? 0.51. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the buy. Now this trade has been opened. Our target is to manipulate into 0.01, right? So assuming we've actually gotten profit up to probably $3, $4, and we don't really want to close, we just want to take some profit and allow the trade to keep running at the most minimum, barest minimum risk. At the barest minimum risk, we are just going to go ahead and click right on this as though we want to close the trade. And right in the process of closing the trade, you're going to be removing 0.5 from this. So if you want, you can just go ahead and make use of your calculator. 0.51 minus 0.5, which is just type that right here. 0.5 minus 0.01, which is 0.4. No, it's 0.51. Sorry. Okay. So right now it's 0.5. So I'm going to come right here and I'm going to be changing this to 0.5. So I'll just click at the back and delete the one that I have at the back. And I'm going to go ahead and click on this close. Now, did you notice something? After closing this, it actually returned back to the 0.01, which I actually planned to use. So that's exactly how you manipulate your trades. It's as easy as that. Very easy. Just take, we're going to use another one as an example. Okay. Probably let's just do this again. Now, assuming we are manipulating our trade, in this case, now we manipulated to 0.01. So even if you want to leave this for 2, 3 days, it all depends on you. Now, now we want to assuming after manipulating your trade this way, and the market goes against you, probably with 200 pips, just for an example, right? So 200 multiplied by 0.01. Let's do this. 200 multiplied by 0.01. Now, if the market goes against you with 200 pips, what you're going to be losing will be $2. Now, what if you were using the normal 0.5, which was the minimum lot size for Crash 300? Multiply the same 200 by 0.5, you'll be losing $100. Can you see the essence or the main reason why you need to understand how to actually manipulate your trade and reduce the lot size? So if you're getting something, if you're learning something, you just drop a thumbs up right at the comment section below. We're going to use another one as an example. Okay. Now probably let's use the same crash. All right. Let's use the same crash. And this time around, let's use the same crash 300. Okay. You can just drop your suggestion. Which of the boom or crash do you want us to use as well? So in this case, the minimum lot size is 0.5 as usual. And assuming you want to manipulate to 0.05, add 0.05 to the minimum lot size. Whatever you want to manipulate with, that is exactly what you're going to be adding to the minimum lot size or to the lot size you want to use. For there are people that don't even open crash 300 with 0.5. Okay, now let's assuming your normal lot size for opening crash 300 is 2 lot size. You can go ahead and manipulate to anything since it is above the minimum. So in this case, I'm only using this minimum because many people always make use of the minimum lot size. And if you don't add whatever you want to use in manipulating your trade to the minimum lot size, you won't be able to manipulate it. If you want to partial close it, to close everything at once, just the same way you saw it earlier when we made use of the 0.5 and we tried manipulating it. So let's just use one and let's check out something. You will see just one, right? You can see the 0.101 is still running. So right now I want to use just one lot size for this. And then we are buying as well. And after buying, we'll come right here to where we have the one lot size and just we are manipulating this to 0.05. Okay. So this one right now minus 0.05. Okay. So 1 minus 0.05. The reason why this one is easier is because the lot size is even more than the minimum, the least lot size for trading crash 300. So I'm supposed to be closing this with 0.95. So I'm coming right here right now. Just do as though you want to close the trade and change this one right into 0.95. And after typing that, go ahead and just click on close. And did you notice what we have right now? 0.05. So it's as easy as that. In case you're opening with the least lot size as well, simple 0.5, just add 0.05 to it. So 0.05 plus 0.5 is 0.55. So when you buy with this as well, just come right here and you're closing 0.55 minus what you want to use, what you want to manipulate into, which is 0.05. If you say 0.55 minus 0.05, you're going to be getting 0.5. So I'm just going to go ahead and close this after typing the 0.5 right here. And you can see this right now, 0.05. So this is actually very easy. Now let's make use of Boom. Most of the Boom pairs are actually 0.2, 0.2. I think the only one that is different is Boom 300, which is the minimum one lot size. So in this case, let's make use of Boom 1000. For any of these Boom, the least lot size for that is actually 0.2. Right? So you can see the 0.2 is right here. Meanwhile, you can manipulate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to any lot size of your choice, or 0.4 to any lot size. It all depends on you. But in case you're manipulating the least lot size, which is 0.2, what do you want to manipulate into? Do you want to manipulate into 0.01 or 0.05? That's the main question right now. So assuming you want to manipulate this into 0.01, what you're going to be doing is this. The normal 0.2, which is the least, plus 0.01, which will give you 0.21. So when you're going to be opening this trade right now, I can decide to sell, all right? I'm going to be changing this towards 1. Why? Because I want to manipulate into 0.01. You can make use of a calculator. I didn't want to waste time again, and that's why I'm not returning back to the calculator. If not, you just come right to your calculator, the least loss size 0.2 plus the 0.01 for the Boom, which is 0.21, just as what I've typed right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on sell. But what we are manipulating it into is what? 0.01. So if I come right here and I just did as if I want to close, what I have here is 0.21, and we are manipulating into 0.01. So 0.21 minus 0.01, which is 0.2. So what you're meant to have right here should be 0.2. So just click and delete the one, and you go ahead and close. And after closing, you can see exactly what you have right here is 0.01. If you're manipulating it to 0.05, the same thing. Assuming you're opening with 2 lot size right now, or let's still make use of 1, okay? Just sell again, and you want to eventually manipulate this. You can manipulate this into even 0.01 as well, but let's manipulate into 0.05. What are we going to do? 1 minus 0.05. And see the process is simple and straightforward. 1 minus 0.05, 0.95. So we'll come right here and change this, close this, just partial close 0.95. And then you go ahead and click on the close down here. And you can see this. At the end of the day, you have 0.05. So you can see how simple this is. So the last one is boom 300. Since it has a minimum lot size of 1. So for this one as well, if you're partial closing to 0.01, just add 0.01 to the 1 you have right here before you open the initial trade. So 0.1, 1 plus 0.1, sorry, 1 plus 0.01 is still 0. Sorry, 1 plus 0.01 is 1.01. You can make use of a calculator for that if you don't want to get confused, right? So I'm going to open this right now because I'm manipulating this into 0.01. That was why I added 1 to this. Please take note of that as well. And we'll be rounding up in the next highest 2 minutes. So please, if you have any question, you can just start dropping that right at the comment section below. So I'm going to close this. And what I'm partial closing to is 0.01. So 1.01 minus 0.01 is, let's do that and check. That's 1.01 minus 0.01 is 1. Okay. So I'm going to change this right now to 1 and just close that. And you can see the boom 300 itself. That sometimes it does even 300, 400 pips in a day. So just imagine how much you would have. Probably you've gotten little profit trading this, maybe two, three, $10, and you still want the trade to continue going on with this 0.01 or 0.05 is less risky doing it this way, because assuming you allow the one to keep running and suddenly the market goes against you, if the market goes against you by 20 pips using one lot size, that's $20. But if the market goes against you and some spikes on this boom 300 are quite terrible. Just check this, for instance, under 1 minute candle. Look at this spike just from here alone to the top right here. That's 89 pips. Just this simple movement, 40 something. So assuming the market goes up against you with 80, 90 pips with one lot size, you're losing $90. But then if you're making use of 0.01, that is after you've gotten little profit and then you allow the market to just continue, manipulate your trade and allow the market to continue. And it goes up against you to even up to 80, 90 pips. Let's even use 90 pips. So that will be 0.01 times 90. You're not even losing up to $1. So that's how safe it is to manipulate your trades. So I think um that should be all for today. So if you have any question, just paste that right at the comment section below and ensure you share this with those who are not here right now. This is one of the best risk management um you can actually do. Okay. So just drop the questions right now at the comment section below. Let us have that, because there was a day whereby the market was manipulated terribly. Let's check right here. Okay. You can see this one, for instance. Assuming you were trying to sell and then the market just kept on going up against you. These are around 456 pips. So assuming you were trading with one lot size, that is $456 that you're going to be losing. But then if you've manipulated your trade probably to 0.05 for instance, 456 times 0.05, you're just losing $22, which is still much lower than losing over 400 and something dollars. But then what if you actually manipulated 0.01? You're going to be losing just 4 point something dollars. Okay, so if you got this, well, yes, okay, hopefully we shall get a recorded video after. Yes, yes, the recording will be made available and it will be posted just after this section. So do you have any other question? Do you have any other question? So since if you have any other question, please just drop that right now and let's undo that together before we call it a day, right? So just drop that right now. Okay, since there are no more questions, or probably let's just give them one more minute. Or if you have any question, just drop that right in my inbox on WhatsApp. I think that would be much better in order to save our time. So that was it all, guys. If you've understood what we shared, can you just type yes, yes, or just drop thumbs up at the comment section below? Just drop thumbs up if you understood this. If I made this very simple for you to understand, just drop yes. Okay, someone is asking, what are we trading now? Is it stocks? No. Boom and crash are simply forex, and they are the synthetic part of forex market. Okay, so boom and crash are part of forex trading, but they are the synthetic aspect of it. We have the currency commodity like the gold. That's a commodity, gold, and then we have the JPY. All those ones are currency and AUD, and those ones there. You will get to understand this better once we start the forex sections. Okay. Now, what are we? Okay, another question. Please make the video available. Yes, the video will be made available for those coming right now. Okay. All right. So that was it, all, guys. Thank you all once again for joining this call tonight. I do appreciate every single one of you.